I'm gonna be dying while filming this. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if it's your first time. My name is Brenda Joe if you are new here, and for today's video we are going to be getting into Skin-tember, and for today's video I'm gonna be explaining to you guys my current skincare routine. I know y'all probably want to be like, oh, I want to be part of it and feel like I'm part of it, you know, whatever, but I literally kind of did my skincare routine on camera already in a vlog a few vlogs ago, so this is just going to be a detailed version explaining what product I'm using and why I use it. So if you guys are interested in watching, then please continue to do so. To get started, I'm gonna actually let you guys know what products that I don't use on a day-to-day basis. It's more like weekly or once a month type of thing. Of course, it just depends on my skin. First thing I'm gonna mention is this razor that I got from Amazon. I use this once a month to shave off my face because it helps the makeup application to be smoother, because once the hair starts growing on your face, you can actually notice a difference in how the application of makeup is not as smooth. I mean, it still looks good, but it just won't be as smooth and it might be a little patchy. But when I use this, I do use it either with my cleanser or with like some kind of oil. The next thing I want to mention is gonna be this tea tree oil treatment that I got from Marshall's. You can get any tea tree oil, it doesn't matter the brand as long as it's 100% tea tree oil. But I got this to use for when I have breakouts, or mostly after I do a face mask, because I know I'm going to break out after doing a face mask. It basically, when I do the face mask, it brings out literally everything to the surface, and sometimes the pimple don't actually form, it just creates like a head, and the tea tree helps it to go down, and so that way I don't have any blemishes. And speaking of mask, I have two. I need to restock on this one, but it's always sold out on Amazon. This is the New York Biology Dead Sea Mud Mask. If you follow me on Snapchat, then you know that I use this like crazy, okay? And this doesn't matter if you have oily or dry or normal skin. I wouldn't use it if you have sensitive skin, but like if you are normal, combo, dry, you can definitely use this mask because it's not drying. I wouldn't say it's hydrating either, but it does clean out the skin very well, and I love how my face looks after I use this. And then the other mask that is a complete holy grail for me, okay, complete holy grail. It used to come in a tube, like a packaging, like a tube like this, but I buy mine from the beauty supply, and I remember when I needed it because I used another mask and I didn't like it, and this was before I got the New York Biology mask, and I was just like, yo, I need to find this mask. It is the Queen Helene Mint Julep mask. So it comes in a jar like this. I did get mine from Amazon, and it came two in a pack. I don't know if it still comes two in a pack, but if I do find the link, I'll leave it down below. This is what the inside looks like. So the only reason it's on one side is because when it came from shipping, it was literally on one side in the heat, just waiting for somebody to come pick it up, so it kind of like melted. Not really, but this right here, like, I feel like this is better than the Aztec clay mask, which I also used to use, but like it's not for me. It's not for me. It works for others, but it don't work for me. But this mask right here, this mask be getting my skin together. If I have any breakouts that are like those pimples that be hurting on your face, I would go in with this mask because it it gets it together and it helps it to go down. Of course, I only use these masks when I'm giving myself a facial, like an actual extraction. But if I'm not gonna give myself extractions, I don't do face masks that often. If anything, I do a face mask about twice a month, honestly, just because my skin doesn't need it that much. But if I do start breaking out at any point, of course, it could be once every week instead of once to 2 times a month. Get you this mask. If you're gonna get a mask, get this mask. If you have dry skin though, I wouldn't recommend this. I would just say to put it on your pimples. But if you have dry skin, this will be very drying. Okay, so whenever I do my facials, honey, I make sure to hydrate my skin. The next thing I want to mention that I don't do daily, that is more like when my skin tells me it needs something, like I just know when my skin feels icky and it needs a little extra, I will go in with a physical face scrub. The Target Up and Up brand Apricot Scrub. I also use this one for my body just because I like how it feels when my skin feels a little textured, or if I have an eczema breakout and it's going through like the healing stages and it's peeling. I like to use this, or when it's wintertime and my skin starts peeling because it's like just too dry, I will use this before I shower and then go on with the rest of my body routine. But I also like using this for my face. I will say I don't exfoliate that often as well, just because my skin doesn't always feel like it needs to be exfoliated. But when I know, because I've been in beauty so long, I just know my skin. I just know when to pop this bad boy out, and I'll use this here to exfoliate my face. But I know this one is going to be a controversial one, but the lawsuit and everyone's claims about this product is manure. I can't say the actual word, but if you know what manure is, then you know what word I just said. So this is the St. Ives Apricot Scrub. Okay, this is their best one ever. I have tried all of the other ones. I always end up coming back to this. I just love it. It brightens my skin. I feel like this works better than the Target brand, even though this is supposed to be like the dupe for this. But this one honestly to me works best, because if my skin starts to look dull, if I overdo it with the sunscreen instead of putting like a light application and I put like a super heavy application of sunscreen, my skin starts to look dull. So I do have to go in with a physical exfoliator just to bring back that brightness. And I really feel like this makes my skin look way better and feel way better. And then when I'm removing my makeup as well, I like to go in with a makeup remover wipe. Then I will wash my face, and then I will exfoliate just to make sure I get everything off my skin, because sometimes just cleansing one time is not enough. And the next thing I want to talk about that I don't use daily, it's basically whenever I wear makeup, is the Equate makeup remover wipes. This is a dupe for the Neutrogena makeup removing cleansing towelettes, and I don't like the Neutrogena ones. I usually use the simple makeup wipes, but it's been hard for me to find it in stock. I'm not sure if they're discontinuing it or if they're just not going to sell it in the States anymore, because I'm not going to lie, I actually prefer the simple brand for everything, but I just can't seem to find it in store. I prefer these wipes over the Neutrogena ones just because they're more hydrating and they actually remove my makeup in one wipe. Like the Neutrogena ones to me are just so drying, and I need to add micellar water to it, or just I have to use like a cleansing balm and then the wipe. just to make it work so I don't waste my money. But with this one, I can remove a full face of makeup with one wipe. If I use the second wipe, it's just to make sure that I actually did a good enough job before I go into cleansing my face. Now let's get on into my actual skincare routine. Of course, brush your teeth first and then go into washing your face. I have multiple cleansers that I am using at the current moment. It might seem a little excessive, but literally everything depends on my mood. The first cleanser I want to talk about is the one that I don't use as often, but it's by my sink just in case I forget to wash my face in the shower, because that's actually where I wash my face, or if someone is over my house and they need to wash their face. This is the one that I have them use, which is the simple Micellar facial gel wash, and I got this at Marshall's. I swear, when it comes to skincare, Marshall's really be having like the good stuff. But I love this cleanser. It's very hydrating. It doesn't strip my skin of its moisture. I don't feel like my skin is tight expeditiously after using it, and I love using this especially after removing my makeup. But my main cleansers that I actually use when I wash my face in the shower, the first one is the Cerave Acne Control Cleanser with 2% salicylic acid. This is the current one that I'm using. I decided to switch and to try this one just because the Cerave Foaming Facial Cleanser, the original one that I used, I felt like it wasn't doing anything for my skin anymore, so I decided to try this one, and I like it. It's not bad, but I just feel like the other one cleans my face better. But I'm definitely going to use this up before I go back into using the foaming facial cleanser. And then the other cleanser that I use is the Urban SkinRX Clear Skin Cleansing Bar 3-in-1 treatment, which comes in a jar like this. And so far I'm halfway done with it. I'm almost about to hit like bottom of the jar. I had decided to like do like a whole cleanser switcheroo, but I just have to use it because I noticed that after I stopped using it, my skin wasn't as clear and I started breaking out. Even though this is not bad at cleaning my face, I just feel like this works better as my daily cleanser, like my actual daily cleanser. But because I'm trying to use up the CeraVe, I just go back and forth between the two. And then when I'm cleansing my face, I either use this sponge that I got from the beauty supply. It's just a black sponge. I need to get another one. Or I use my EcoTools Facial Cleansing Brush. You can get this at Target or Walmart. It does come in the pink color. My cousin put me onto this. So after I cleanse my face, I do go into toning, and the current toner that I recently started using is the Thayers Blemish Clearing Facial Toner with Lemongrass. It has witch hazel in it. So far I'm liking it. The only thing with witch hazel is that it makes your face really tight and kind of not super dry, but it just feels tight. And it does clean out the excess dirt out of your skin. I do love the L'Oreal Hydrafresh toner, and this is a repurchase for me. I'm just going to continue purchasing it because it hydrates my skin. I do double tone. I use 2 toners. So I use the witch hazel to clear out everything, and then I go into this toner just to add hydration back into my skin. During the day, once after I tone, I go into my Cerave Vitamin C serum. I recently started using this about 2 weeks ago, and I can honestly say I see a difference. The blemishes that I have on my forehead are actually going away. Not fully going away, but it is lightening up, and so I do like it. My skin hasn't had a bad reaction to it. Before I was using niacinamide, and I really tried to make niacinamide work for my face, but it just breaks me out, so I had to give it away, and that's why I got the vitamin C instead. Now the only thing I will have to mention with the vitamin C serum is the fact that the packaging, like, if you once you open it, like, it does squeeze out, and I don't like that. So whenever after I use it, I do have to have it sitting up like this, just so it doesn't squeeze out as much when I open the packaging. But at night, I go into my retinol serum after I tone, and this is from Amazon, the Tree of Life retinol serum. I definitely like this formula better. It's not as oily as the other retinol serums, but I can definitely say I see a little bit of a difference, but I don't think this is a strong formulation, so I won't see a difference until like actual continual usage. But it is good. My skin loves it. It doesn't have any bad reaction to it. And then once I do that, I go into moisturizer. I have 2 different moisturizers, depending on, of course, day or night. For my daytime moisturizer, I do use the e.l.f. Super Hydrate Moisturizer with squalene. This is a jelly texture. I don't think you guys will be able to see the inside, but I am already almost done, and I literally just bought this not too long ago, and I don't care. Like, I tried to switch to another moisturizer, but I returned it. I just have to keep buying this because this is my favorite moisturizer. I just love how it hydrates my skin. I love how my skin looks healthy but not overly oily, like I just came out of a frying pan. And then for my nighttime moisturizer, I use the Nivea Soft moisturizing cream. I actually just recently got this, so I didn't fully open the package. I just have it open a little bit, but it just comes like this. I can also use this moisturizer in the daytime, but I feel like it's a little too much for the daytime, which is why I use it at night. And then currently still use the Pond's, but it's only because I'm trying to get rid of it. The Pond's is actually a little too much for me right now, but the Pond's work best in the colder days, like the Miami cold weather type of days, because by the time the cold weather is gone, that's when the moisture comes back to my face, because once I step out, like, it's just dry city. It don't mean nothing, but that's the only time when I would switch into that moisturizer. So after moisturizing my face, the last thing I will go into during the daytime, because once I'm done moisturizing at night, that's it. During the daytime, I do go in with my sunscreen, which is the Hawaiian Tropics Weightless Face in SPF 30. Once this is done, I am going to go back to my Neutrogena Hydra Boost, but there is nothing wrong with this moisturizer. I do love it. I do feel like I could wear this under makeup, but of course, this is mostly a winter sunscreen. Oh, and by the way, because I never mentioned it throughout the whole video, my skin type is combination. I am more towards the oily side, but I do have dry, dehydrated skin sometimes. Just depends on how I take care of my skin and what I eat. I'm still gonna repurchase this, but I want to have the Neutrogena Hydra Boost sunscreen as my main sunscreen for the upcoming months, because homegirl gonna need it, because that one works the best under makeup. Now, I hope I did not forget anything, and if I did, I'll just leave it down in the description box below. And yes, I have updated my description boxes recently, so you guys should be proud of me. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel down below and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Definitely share with your friends and family, because a lot of people have been asking me what my routine is to look so young. And this is my routine. Well, my current routine is always changing, but you know, definitely share it with your friends and family. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Why did I do that? Was that corny? Ah. Bye.